white wine.
Beer.
Ranch dressing.
Chocolate-covered cranberries.
Rotting food. Mustard. French's yellow mustard.
Yogurt.
I'd probably say Diet Pepsi. Being a dentist, that's not good.
Water.
It's not an episode of Cribs, so I can't say Cristal.
Gatorade.
Mountain Dew.
Milk. Bad milk.
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 I always have ice cream. I love ice cream.
If Jack Daniels could be refrigerated, I'd keep it in there, but it doesn't have to be. Typical day, coffee first, always. Meetings, more coffee.
I wake up early and I turn on the TV, obviously, right away. I switch between local news, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, Sesame Street.
Then maybe switch to Red Bull, then a few more meetings.
I like to say for my team that I really, my role is to remove barriers for them. I work with my counterparts in Europe and Singapore, so a typical day might be an early morning conference call.
Maybe some web work, and then switch to Scotch.
I was a printer technician with a company called Omni Data Systems in Houston, Texas.
The first job I had that I didn't necessarily get a paycheck from was being a big brother. I'm the oldest of 6 kids.
The babysitter, and it might sound silly, but I actually had business cards, and I took referral fees for jobs when I couldn't do them, and I passed them off to my friends. I took a cut of their profits.
In the Canary Islands in Spain, I taught English to flight attendants.
I was a barista at Westside Cafe by McQueen High School. I made a mean macchiato.
I worked at the old Foxmore in Park Lane Mall that has now been completely torn down, and I lasted about 3 months because I wouldn't upsell the socks.
I washed dogs at PetSmart.
Sweeping floors for my grandpa in a Pepsi distributorship.
I was a percussion coach in Sacramento.
I would mow lawns for old ladies and make sure that their grass looked good on a weekly basis.
My passions outside of work are definitely people. That's why I volunteer so much.
Anything that I can do to encourage people to get an education, especially in the sciences, especially women in science, because we don't have enough of them.
Anything I can do in the snow is good. Love to travel. And I love my kids. Probably in that order.
Disadvantaged children and families, I think I've done a lot of work with them over the years.
My wife and I volunteer our time at the Nevada Food Bank.
I'm really involved in women's and children's issues.
I'm a product of Washoe County School District, and I have a daughter who's going to be, and so I want it to be good for her.
I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old, and they keep me pretty busy.
I don't like this crew over here. They're like limiting me.
Best advice. I would say that it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes and risk-taking are critical to growth and success.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
To be a great leader, you have to surround yourself with people who know things that maybe you necessarily aren't the expert in.
Better to keep your mouth shut and be thought an idiot than to open it and leave no doubt.
Listen a lot more than you talk. You spend a lot of time working, so it should be something that you love and are passionate about.
Treat everybody like they want to be treated.
Make yourself irreplaceable at anything you do.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Don't make a decision until you have to make a decision. And until that point, pray for clarity.
In 5 years, Reno will
no longer be the West's best kept secret.
People in our activity, the drumline and color guard world, people want to come here and compete.
I think, Silicon Valley East.
Be a much more diverse town with a lot more activity to offer to a growing population.
Reno will be known nationally as having the most improved education system in the country.
We'll have an automatic qualifying football team. The Nevada Wolfpack will be in a conference that gets us qualified for a bowl game.
The next hub that connects the other big cities.
You're going to start hearing about Reno again as being one of the great places to live in the country.
At first glance, people don't know that I am a reality TV junkie. I mean, Keeping Up with the Kardashians might be one of my favorite shows, which is stupid. And I should not admit that as a news person.
I love to dance.
That I love rap music. Young MC was like the original, a little Tupac.
I have a small obsession with watching reruns of Seinfeld on TBS any possible chance that I get.
I'm 3rd generation Reno High School.
Probably that I'm the oldest of 7 kids.
I also was a discus and shot put champion for the island of Guam and went to the local South Pacific Games.
I'm an avid burner.
I'm a huge comic book geek.
I can do a backflip right now. My superpower is that I steal Stacey Kendall's superpower.
X-ray vision. Because they say if you can MC an event much, much better if everyone's naked. So if I could see everyone naked, I think I'd be much better at my job. Although that's kind of disgusting to think about.
Power of osmosis, where I could just gain information and knowledge instantly.
Besides knowing what women want,
I think I'd like to have the principled passion of a Ronald Reagan, which is a personal hero of mine. I think I'd like to have the craftiness and the mullet of a MacGyver.
To heal people, that's an easy one.
The awesomeness and the forebodingness of Optimus Prime.
I think it'd have to be that little guy, I think his name's Dash on The Incredibles. He was really fast and really quick and he had a lot of energy.
And then finally Batman, who is a superhero but has no superpowers whatsoever because he's just awesome and has a lot of gadgets.
Just despite my appearance, I'm not as fast as I look, so maybe super speed.
I would love to be able to clone myself.
Swim and breathe like a shark.
Make everybody happy.
Teleport or time transfer.
Teleportation. If you combine all those together, I think I'd want that.
That one wasn't on there.
Do I have to answer this?
All right, how does my hair look?
You look good.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
I don't know.
I don't know, I forget, I'm choking again.
That was the only one I didn't prepare for.
Man, this is hard.
Got excited. You talk about Batman, you know, get excited.
You're gonna have a lot of editing to do.
Good, it helps that I've had several cocktails before I came over here, so that's good.